Hi everybody, Guido from AdPlexity here, and in today's video we will be doing a dive down on pay-per-call campaigns. So we're using our platform to find ads and funnels that are strictly on the pay-per-call space, and I will show you in this video how you can do it, how you can identify which are the top performing verticals, which are the top performing ads in this case, or domains in the pay-per-call space. Okay, so let's go right to it like we did in our previous videos. And I always suggest to start in those industries that we have preset filters. So in this case, we have it with pay per call. And so let's see what we get. We're going to be seeing a lot of ads here. And here you see an ad on, I think this is roofing. And one of the nuances on pay per call is that we find flows and funnels. Let's take this example here so I can actually go deeper into the analysis. This example here that I'm going to be showing is a lead gen funnel. And we can see that the technologies we say TrustedForm and Jornaya, which are mainly a lead gen. And then we also have Ringba, in this case, the call tracking. And the reason why is that this funnel has a form for lead gen and also a button for call us now. So this is mainly a lead gen funnel or ad in this case, which also offers the call button here in this case. So for this particular example, I do not consider this a pay-per-call campaign because I can imagine that the people behind this are mainly focusing on getting leads, not calls. Okay, so to go and streamline this, I will show you a few strategies on how you can get more pay-per-call flows rather than lead gen in this case. Okay, so let's go. I wanted to make that clarification soon enough to avoid any confusions here. Let's see. So now we're filtering ads which we have identified using any call tracker software, and we can see that the vertical distribution it's quite on the insurance sweepstakes, which in this case sweepstakes is because some of the flows are offering benefits, like in this case Medicare. That's why we see sweepstakes here. It's not the traditional sweepstakes that are offering something for free and then ask you for your credit card, right? So you see a social security increase. This is something related to Medicare. This is very, very popular. And in this case, these ads, you will find them in sweepstakes, but you will also find them if I click here on insurance health. Let's go. Let's see. Perfect. Yeah. So similar ads, as you can see here, they are probably in both categories because they match both of our footprints. And we can see right away. And when I open this flow, you will see, I can see it already from the screenshots. So this is a video. Oh, that's an interesting video. And if you see a screenshot of the landing page, I can already see because I've seen these landing pages before. In this case, this landing page, it's emulating a chat or a chat bot. So if we enter, we will find that we have to answer a few questions, and then it comes going, and then eventually is asking you to call somewhere, right? Are you, yes. And then if we keep going, and then of course here you have the flow to call. So this is strictly a pay-per-call campaign or a pay-per-call funnel, because as you can see, there's nothing related to lead gen here. It's simply there's an action being asked, in this case a chat with a few qualification questions, and a phone number to call. So this is big in the pay-per-call space. We have many users running this type of campaigns, and they are relying on our intel to try different angles, hooks, creatives, and so on. In this case, as we can see, this seems to be a very popular creative. Let's see if we group this creative, what we see. So small differences. Yeah, it's being used quite heavily. This type of creative is being used quite heavily. There may be something different on the video, or something different that it's triggering this to be a different ad. But as you can see, this trigger is quite. Are you older than? Wow. Okay, another flow here. That good. All right. Definitely, this is a hot topic on the pay-per-call space. Then we will analyze some domains, but first, let's see what else we find here. Another vertical that we have seen quite popular in the lead gen space is going to be debt relief, and this is also popular in lead gen. So what happens is you're going to see it in both lead generation campaigns, but also on pay-per-call. Now we're going to try to identify a few of the ads and funnels that are strictly on the pay-per-call space and not on the lead gen for the sake of this video, right? So let's see when it loads. Perfect. So now we have here a couple of ads that we can see. Let's see if we find any flows in pay-per-call strictly without any lead gen component in it. My easy way to find this is going to be by checking the ads that are not using any other technology that is linking to lead gen, although it's not perfect, but it probably get us closer. So what do we have here? Breaking news, debt reduction, and so on and so forth. Unit, yes, and voila. Yeah, this is also pay-per-call flow. So now we found two different ads and flows in the Medicare benefits, in the debt relief vertical as well, that are strictly pay-per-call campaigns. Now, in Windows, in roofing, I think it's going to be mainly going to be lead gen in this case, with the option, of course, of calling, but I wouldn't rely on those for finding strictly pay-per-call campaigns. Let's see what we find if we go to insurance and the cars. We have quite a few ads here. Let's see if these are, and it's very easy to see, if we see the technology Ringba, this is a good indicator. And in this case, if we open the screenshot, we don't even have to go speak with the licensed agent. This could be, otherwise they will be asking your questions here. So this could be a hybrid. I can imagine that people ask to call in this more than in other verticals. Let's see if we find other examples here that are looking more in the one or the other. This one I can see TrustedForm and Jornaya. So there's a likelihood that this is going to be a lead gen campaign call or maybe not. Let's see, judging by the URL. Again, no, this is another chatbot. So this is another way of running insurance. As you can see, it repeats the chat in this case and ends in a yes, and ends again in a phone call. Tap the number below so you can call here. All right, so this seems to be repeating. This funnel we see quite a few of them, which is quite simple, quite straightforward, and so on and so forth. What else do we have? I've seen some of our users were doing in the final expense. So I'm going to be using our search bar now on a keyword, and let's see what we can find in this case. All right. Wellness for America. And yeah, this looks again, this could be either. I don't see any other technology here, so it can be a lead gen, a pay-per-call flow. Let's see. Oh, again, after a click, you go into this chatbot. I'm not sure if the people behind this is the same, if it's the same affiliate, I cannot tell. But this is definitely a pay-per-call flow. So if you're in the pay-per-call space, I guess you will need to try these flows, and then with AdPlexity you can find a few ideas on how these work, because it's very clear that it keeps repeating. Let's open another one, just for the sake of opening another one. Again, choose my policy. This could be both. This could be both because it has more things. Let's see if it asks me one thing or the other. Zip codes. Let's see, 19065. It could be either. I cannot tell for sure. It has the phone number here, so it could really be either. Okay, great. That's how you can find these campaigns. One element to take into account that many pay-per-call campaigns are running only during office hours in the US. So I would say 8 to probably 5 p.m. or maybe longer. So it's a little bit, they are a little bit harder to spot because sometimes they're running for one day and they're running then for less time. So it's really dynamic in this case more than others because they're really running only when they can have somebody answering the phone, right? So that's a nuance on this type of industries, right? So let's go away from final expense now. We found ads on car insurances. We found ads on debt relief. We found ads as well on what else was it on debt relief. So this seems to be the top verticals for pay per call. Now let's go to our domain search in this case, and let's see if we can find some leaders in the industry, right? And here we might get we might get something like home upgrade pros, which we know are legion. We did a video about legion before, and home upgrade pros was one of the top ones. So what happens if we want to make sure to exclude the result from the results? Some of the legion that we have identified, well, what we are going to do is we're going to use our advanced filter here. We're going to use technology, exclude, and then here we're going to remove all the technologies that we know are mainly used on legion, right? So we do this, we apply, and you will see that probably home upgrade pros might not show anymore. Let's see if it shows. It's going to show it. It's just a few ads. Yes, perfect. So as you can see, home upgrade pros is not showing anymore. And now we're going to change here top domains by active ads counts. And we will see which of these domains is leading in the pay-per-call space. What we have is senior Medicare gets benefits, senior Medicare benefits. This is probably some of the ads we saw before on Medicare benefits. So this is definitely one of the top in the space. And as you can see here, you can go and see more ads by this advertiser, and there's a likelihood that this is running this type of ads across this type of creative across many of their ads. Perfect, nice. Okay, so what we see here is that they keep repeating this creative over and over again. So they might be scaling this hard because this is a lot of creatives using the same one. Let's see if we go to a group ads by creative. Now I'm going to be most used creative, and there's a chance that some variation of that creative is what they're using the most. Okay, so what we see here is different variations of the same type of ad. And wow, yeah, I mean, guys, this is straightforward. This seems to be an angle that seems to be working really, really fine, at least for this person here. Good to know, good to see. Now, what else do we have? Let's see, top dog law. This seems to be something related to probably mass torts or insured, car accidents. Ringba. Let's see, what do we find? Yeah, I think this is going to be mixed because probably after we follow these, it's going to ask us to to leave our details. So this probably goes both ways. Either, yeah, what happened? Test. Next, yeah, it's creating leads, but it's also offering the chance to call, as you can see here in both. So it's probably hybrid, but in this case, I think this is more on the legion space than on the pay per call. Senior Health Daily, again, Medicare benefits. This is car insurance. So this is debt relief, debt hardship relief. Okay, so here you can find which are the top domains in the space. You can mix them with our vertical filters. You can also do something which is, I think now these ads might be active. So I'm going to go to status, and I'm going to say I want to see only the active ads to focus on those who are very, very fresh. But there's a chance that we're going to see probably the same ones as we saw in that case, senior get Medicare. Yeah, as you can see here, this didn't change much. So this seems to be the leaders in the space on their own categories and verticals. Here you can find how they run these things, you can find the flows, and then you can try to replicate those elements and take inspirations from them to find your own approach. As we can see in country, this is probably going to be mainly the United States, as expected, which is where pay-per-call is the biggest at the moment. Let's see. Yeah, not many of them we have identified a tracking platform, so it's not something that we can rely on. But yeah, so that's how we can find which are the top domains and ads and creatives in the pay-per-call space. If you have any questions, please let us know. We are happy to help, and see you soon. Bye bye. Thank you.